Ich war kein Team Football Cast, we're here to light the fire. Spitting facts and stats, you know we never tire. Bringing the heat up, that passion won't retire. Busting through the mic, our voices never expire. We ignite the spirit, never fade out. Light the torch, USC fans rise up high. On this podcast, we aim for the sky. Knowledge and entertainment never lie. Together we stand, let the truth amplify.
Welcome back to another live episode of the Light the Torch podcast. And it's just three of us right now, but the fourth one should be here. He should be here. But all right, so we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Definitely some recruiting updates, but let's go ahead and introduce the guys. You all know him. You all love him. We have Mr. B. Jones to my right. He's not above me at this point, but he's to my right. How's it going, B. Jones?
It's good, man. Fight on.
It's definitely good. And then we got, of course, Mr. Gunnar Atterbury, Views from the Stands. How's it going, Guns?
Doing good.
Who are we playing this week on Twitch?
Yeah, we played Tennessee yesterday, and then tomorrow we have our SEC championship game against Ole Miss. So we get to see a fellow former teammate, Preston Paradise.
Oh, he transferred to Ole Miss?
Yeah, since he transferred to Ole Miss. So I'm sure he's going to try to hunt for me since he's a DN. But yeah, it'll be a good matchup.
Okay. All right, so we got some stuff to talk about. We're going to be going over some recruiting updates. Definitely some major recruiting updates. One that makes us really happy about, and also an underrated one, at least in my eyes, I would say. Well, look. There he is, Mr. Trader over here, defecting over to Ole Miss. But yeah, and then we also have some spring practice updates, and then also a public service announcement for House of Victory. So first off, let's go ahead and give a shout out to the women's basketball team. They put up a fight against UConn without Juju on the court. They definitely put up a fight, and yeah, it just wasn't our time this year. A lot of unfortunate situations, but Juju will be back next year. We have a lot of promising freshmen that are definitely going to contribute. It does suck that we're losing one of those. If you guys haven't seen the breaking news, Avery Howell is going to be entering the transfer portal, so best of luck to her. She was a great shooter for us. But yeah, anything you guys want to add to the women's basketball team?
Yeah, I'll shoot. Yeah, I mean, unfortunate loss. Obviously, losing Juju, and it kind of showed it reared his head, and we, probably needed her most in that UConn game. The first time they played, she had a great game, and we won. It came down to the wire in that game. They did UConn made a comeback, but I think the girls fought, very hard. Rhea Marshall stepped up, played a big game, played probably one of her best games of the season. Mm-hmm. And TVO, man, you guys know I was a little critical of TVO, but she came out and she played very well, but it just wasn't enough to get the job done, man. So fortunately, that's how the season ended. But yeah, we'll see what happens next year. As far as Avery Howe, yeah, I'll be making a members only video about that in particular, and possibly, I'm just warning you guys now, there's possibly another one that may be hitting the portal as well for the women's basketball team. So remember, you heard it here first, and don't be shocked. So yeah, possible.
Definitely get those memberships so you can get this recruiting updates from us YouTubers here, since apparently we just kind of don't have that kind of connections as YouTubers, but some people don't like us YouTubers. But for those people who we know you're watching, we're just.
How do we know that, Blacky Chan?
Huh?
So how do we know that they're watching, Blacky Chan?
Oh, well, they may not watch, but they're lurking around there. But I digress.
Yeah, I'll just say real quick, proud of the fight. If a few shots went the other way instead of not making them, hey, you never know. I mean, we could be in the Final Four. I mean, so yeah, just proud of the fight and excited for next year.
Yeah.
Jazz is going to be insane. She was pretty dominant at the McDonald's All American game,
Oh yeah,
and then once Juju gets healthy, I mean, it's just
we have
sky's the limit.
Juju.
So.
We have Juju, Kennedy, and Jazzy coming in. Kennedy's going to be a lot better on the defensive end too after having a full year because she was killing it on the defensive end, so defensive side. So,
Absolutely.
but yeah, what else was I going to say? We have a special guest here actually. So, Mr.
Raul,
Kenneth Wynn.
It looked really weird without Raul. I figured you needed a fourth one.
Fair enough. So, how's it going, Ken?
Not bad, man. Just leaving work, kind of a long day. So decided I'd talk some ball with y'all on the way home from work.
Oh, we say his name and he appears. There's Mr. Raul Flores.
Hey, what took you so long?
Baby duties, man. I had to put my daughter to sleep real quick.
I can't believe Ken beat you onto the podcast.
Yeah, dude.
Ken,
he's big timing us all of a sudden, bro. He's, just telling us what to do and getting all these information, and just can't show up on time, dude.
Oh, me? You talking about me?
Yes, you.
Oh, man. I'm not telling you guys what to do. Oh, man, you guys can do whatever you guys choose to do.
Don't make us leak the group chats, Raul.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and start off with let's go ahead and get some recruiting news because I know a lot of people are in the chat have already been asking some recruiting questions here. So maybe Guns will be able to answer some of those questions during his segment. So go ahead and hit him, Guns.
Yeah, we got quite a bit of information here, so buckle up for this one. Start off with Tom. He finally commits to the Trojans on Tuesday. And what we're hearing is that players to follow him. He's basically a quote-unquote needle mover, as they say. So excited for him to finally announce his commitment. I'm sure a lot of us have been waiting for that, given all the smoke that we've been hearing for the past few weeks and whatnot, kind of months. So welcome to the family, Tom. Cohen Brown, wide receiver out of Texas. He pulled the trigger today, and he has committed. Underrated wide receiver, 4.4 40, speedster, very underrated. So a big pickup in my opinion there. Deshaun Rideau, again, hopefully I'm pronouncing that last name right. I feel like
you got it.
Butch, okay, perfect. He will commit the 5th, which is this Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific time on the 247 stream. So just tune in for that. We're still hearing us as the team, and he will be visiting Friday. So I think that's a great thing to see right before he actually commits. Jake Johnson, the D lineman out of Texas, he's a player to watch. A couple predictions have been rolling in. One from our famous Wilt Fong, and could potentially pull the trigger this week. We'll see. He has another visit this week after visiting last week, so I think that shows a lot. Mm-hmm. Kenye Pepe, basically it's between us and Miami. We do have the official visit after Miami, which I think works in our favor. And Coach Dog is basically the X factor in this recruitment. So we just got to obviously just make sure he's still with us, and we should be good there. A couple other updates before we go through some key visits. Tiki Hola, D lineman out of Texas. He'll be committing May 10th. We will not be the school. If you guys are curious from what we're hearing, we basically did stop pursuing given the other D-line commits that we have. So hope all the best for him, but he definitely will not be a Trojan on May 10th. And then lastly, David Bailey. We talked about him on Sunday. Sounds like Texas Tech will be getting his services. Sounds like he was looking to get about $2 million dollars from a school, and Texas Tech got some money, and they're willing to pay that. So he's finishing up his UCLA visit today. He visited Texas yesterday, but it sounds like Texas Tech is still that leader. And then lastly, the visitors. So we had 8 visitors yesterday. We have 10 visitors tomorrow, 11 visitors Friday, and 8 visitors Saturday. Some key visitors that I wanted to mention for Friday: Deshaun Rideau, Jonas Williams, Trent Mosley, Luke Brown. Luke Brown is our 2025 long snapper commit. If you were wondering who that is, Jake Johnson, KJ Ford, Tyler Atkinson, and then Peyton Dyer, who is a South Carolina commit cornerback out there in Georgia, if I'm not mistaken. And then lastly, Saturday, Samote, our USC commit that recently is going to Santa Carson Palmer School. Can't even say that school. Caden Dixon Wyatt will be visiting Saturday. Our guy Vlad D will be visiting Saturday. And then there was a guy mentioned, even though supposedly he did shut his commitment down, Chris Henry Jr. We'll see if that does actually happen. Just wanted to mention him because that was posted originally. I thought, Connor and 247 would update it. Maybe he's still here and he will visit. I don't know, but it will be very telling after, doing 2 posts of him shutting down commitment and he visits on Saturday. So we'll find out. But that is recruiting updates from Guns. And if you have any questions, we're here.
Shout outs to On 3, by the way, because Scott Schrader's a great source of information and no one else.
Yes. Shout out to everyone. 1-3, Rivals, 247, everyone.
Yeah. Thank you, Scott Schrader, and no one else. And
No one
any
else
other
at all.
YouTubers that like to post on YouTube, right?
What did I miss? I'm so confused right now.
No.
It's all right.
Nothing new.
We'll
Okay,
keep you updated later.
we'll tell you later. But
Nothing new.
Hey,
And you
I
might
get
hear
my
from another
information from someone. And that someone he's on the podcast right now, so
probably a better source than someone else that posts YouTube videos early in the morning.
I love the subtle shade.
What's your bad, bud? Shit, want to get something off your chest, bro?
Right.
Is this show just Blackie Chan just going off, or
I'm not going off on anyone. But we can't digress, okay? I'm sorry. But if you guys
I love
have real quick shout outs to our boy Kristen Ragland. My guys, fight on, keep the torch lit. Really appreciate your donut, man. It's definitely helping. It's helping HOV stay open, right?
Absolutely.
But yeah.
So speaking of, since we're on the topic of HOV,
yes, definitely HOV. So there is this guy who Grant Gustafson. I'm hoping I'm saying that right here. I'll go ahead and post up his tweet here. He said, "Show the HOV contribution receipts in the comments, and I'll match it two times." So as you can see, we have our donation here. Don't just ignore that. Ignore that. This was done at early in the morning, so just ignore that.
Done at 2:45 a.m.
But yeah, just go ahead and
point, man.
It's a little public service announcement to do your part if you want USC to be landing all these blue chip players like Tom and other people like Jonas Williams. Any of these guys, we got to do our part. I know it may not seem like a lot, but anything helps, and it also helps towards making sure this guy doubles the amount of what we donate. So
and apparently he's legit, right? At first I wonder if he's being honest, but it looks like the USC football Twitter page ended up reposting his post. So
Yep.
Yeah, he's definitely a wealthy donor. He's actually the grandson of former USC trustee Wayne Hughes. So, yeah, he's definitely a well-known guy. He's not just some random. The school and the team definitely are aware of this guy. So thank you, Grant. Appreciate it. And get those donations in, guys.
Yeah, givebutter.com/the place to be. That's a weird name for a website, Give Butter. But hey, it's a legit place, so don't worry. Don't feel like you're coming to some weird. What the heck was that? Don't feel like you're going to some weird website that's going to scam you or anything like that. It's legit. We've done it. So go ahead and help out USC where you can, even if it's $25. I've seen people posting this here. Who else? Some people have donated here. Oh wait, that's not.
Oh, it's different, yeah.
That's just an ad. I don't know, but apparently some guys DM'd Grant, so he didn't want to feel like he was made of money at that point. So it just shows that there's people donating here. So, but yeah.
How far back is he going with this? Because I remember who was it? Sue C gave $100,000. Are we throwing that one in there, or how far back?
No, so he's doing it just for like from his post to the end of the
to Monday, yeah.
I don't know if y'all know this, but his family's worth $8.6 billion. So hey man, I think a good $30 million is a little drop in the bucket, just spare change. So how about we just let's just win a natty this year? How about that?
Hey, David Bailey's only asking for $2 million, guys. Come on, that's it.
Yeah. Preston said 7 sacks equals $2 million. Wild.
Yeah, I don't even know if you did that for 1 year.
Hey, if it's not my money, like Tyler says, it's not my money, man. Spend it all.
Well, yeah, I guess, but do we want to talk about David Bailey or just let it go at this point?
Let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Hope all the best.
All right. When it comes to like recruiting, anyone have any questions for Guns? Anything you guys want to ask him?
He's got a question.
There you go. You got
actually to B Jones, but yeah.
All right. So B Jones, shout outs to Kristen for another dono here. B Jones, you feeling good or bad about landing the tight end Bowman and Arrington? Are you leaning towards 2 commits, 2 non-commits?
Well, I don't know why you asking me when Guns is the one that asked for that. But,
wait. I got something else.
He likes
Hold on, I got something to say. Kristen, one of them it's on you, man. He's in your backyard. What are you talking about? Put in the work, man.
No, but based on everything I'm hearing, we lead in both, right? From the latest I heard.
Bowman's actually Texas. Yeah, Texas is actually the leader for Bowman.
Right. But I heard that him and Tom are really close. So
correct. Yeah, Tom could change about this. So definitely agree. Yeah. So as of right now, Bowman or Texas is the leader for Bowman, but Tom can definitely change that. So hopefully Tom gets going on that. Arrington, we're definitely the team to beat, like B Jones said, and I think I'm feeling more comfortable. Honestly, prior weeks and months I wasn't that comfortable, but I'm feeling more confident with Arrington, so I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, right now we need Tom to be our ambassador for Modern Day, basically at this point, because he's like our first big Modern Day guy in a long time, and so there's like 4 recruits that we're going after on that team. Bowman, not Van Spafford, but KDW and Sean Scott, and who else are we going for on that team? Cody Green, yes, Cody Green, and and who knows? Who knows? Maybe he could try to flip him at this point, or maybe reopen his recruiting, because he shut it down at this point. But Oregon thinks that they're still in it. So
he shut it down on April Fool's though, so he could be.
Did he? I thought he did the day before.
No, it was legit, but
it was yesterday.
Yeah, but he made videos about it, and I mean, that'd be
And
kind of.
I guess Cohen Brown was able to pull his guys. Well, I guess he's not a commit for us. Yeah.
Hey, you never know with these kids, man.
Yeah. So
But
Kelsey Dickey
looks like
says,
Preston and Anthony had a couple questions. I guess they were technically the same question, kind of. So,
yeah. Preston says how Guns feels about Rider Lions, and then Anthony James says looks like Jared is an Oregon lead. If he commits, is Rider a big lean for us? I don't know.
yeah. So I'm feeling. I mean, I'm kind of personally mixed kind of feelings. You know, at the end of the kid is viewed as a 27 kid, and he's definitely exploring his options. You know, he's visiting Ole Miss. He's going to Oregon. He's going to be visiting Michigan.
BYU.
So he's definitely looking at other options and not, you know, focusing on us. He was at practice Saturday, so I think that's a good thing. He loved his visit. Still feels like he's a priority for us. So if Curtis does commit to Oregon, which is definitely, I think, 50-50, he's a 27 kid. So I think regardless if Oregon gets another 26 commit, I think they're still going to go after Rider Lions. So definitely need to be aware of that. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a possibility that Rider will not be a Trojan. So we'll see how this recruitment goes. It's going to be a fascinating one, given the fact that he almost committed back in 2024.
It kind of blows my mind though, like with what we've heard is that he might have felt some type of way that we went after another quarterback, but then Oregon's going after this pretty much a number one quarterback in the nation. It just makes no sense to me.
Hey, if I'm Lincoln Riley, I'm gonna be that cocky and say I get to pick who I want, not the other way around. He's got the resume. So if I'm telling you to commit, if you're serious about joining me, then you got to commit. If not, stop playing games. Like Lincoln Riley has a resume to be able to do that, in my opinion.
I think he learned his lesson also with Juju Lewis. So
absolutely,
and not have someone toy you around and make like basically dangle your commitment around and just continue talking to other people. So
right.
If only he had been listening to you all year about Longstreet, Blackie Chan. You were on the money.
Oh yeah, exactly. I know, but he was too busy listening to BJ.
B Jones.
And you've been here for all of 30 minutes, man. That's how we're doing.
Hey, I didn't bring it up. Ken did. I just agreed.
If I can't troll in chat, I'm gonna troll live.
But I'm surprised Ken didn't say anything about Jake Johnson because he's never mind. I'm not going
to a lowly 3-star, yes.
My guy.
I'm just getting spoiled by all the positive recruiting momentum, man. I want everybody at this point, so but I trust Eric Henderson.
We're going to get everyone, and we're going to get Jake Johnson as well. Like the more the merrier, the better this team is going to be. This class is going to be historic, and it's going to be remembered for years. Like this is tied with the 2025 class that's going to be bringing us back. So
absolutely.
I think my favorite part about this class, and I think I brought it up the other day, was if you look, our top 6 commitments right now are all defensive players, and each one is a composite top 100 guy. When was the last time we had something like that? Because I really can't remember.
Probably one of. So say your statement one more time.
So this class, our top 6 commitments right now are all defensive guys, but each one is a top 100 composite player. So out of the top 100, we have 6 of them, and they're all defensive guys. That's crazy.
You're probably going to have to go back to Pete Carroll days, maybe, for that.
Absolutely.
Either that or like what was like 06, 07 maybe.
That's Pete Carroll.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
That's still Pete Carroll. It was in
nope.
Kiffin.
Nope, that's Carroll.
Yeah, Carroll left at 2009.
All right.
I'm sure it'll even out with the offensive guys, but this defensive staff is obviously putting in work right now, and I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Oh no, yeah, definitely, it's a great time. Like a lot of talking heads are really kind of jumping on the bandwagon with USC, and
How do
it's
you
quite-
guys? I might have missed it, but how do you guys feel about the running back that's going to come in on Saturday? Rideau, I think.
yeah, Deshaun Rideau does commit this Saturday.
Yeah, he'll be a Trojan.
Yeah. So, but yeah, do you guys want to move on from recruiting to spring practice update, or do we want to keep talking about recruiting because there's a lot to talk about?
I want to address somebody's statement there.
Oh God, are you going to talk about Anthony James's one?
Do it.
No, but
Is it Zach Branch?
Where I cut it up. Where to go?
Wait, are you talking about Zach Branch?
No, but we can get to that too. But this one, there we go.
Okay, yeah.
Whereas Texas, because USC doesn't use tight ends. I don't know if you watched that all last season. I don't know where that statement comes from. We definitely have been using our tight ends as of late. So, yeah, it's just not true. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Things change since Tom has committed, man. We'll see what happens with that. But, yeah, as far as that statement, man, that's just simply not true.
I think it kind of gets lost in the shuffle because they don't score touchdowns and they're not like making big plays or whatever. But like we used them a lot, and it sucks that Lake McCree got injured during one of the plays. I wish he would do different play calls for the tight ends, besides the ones that are forgettable, the ones that kind of only go for like 2 or 3 yards. But with those little like not bubble screens, but they're kind of a short pass, a rollout short pass, but. Like Lincoln Riley knows how to use tight ends. It's just we need the right tight ends to match Lincoln Riley's kind of play calling.
Talking about tight ends, I guess we'll get into it when we talk about that position group. But it's stacked this year too, right? Because Lake McCree came back, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Lake McCree is back, and we still have Lions. We still have Joey Olsen, Matthews. So it's big. We have a big room. God damn it! Our tight end room is. I'm done.
Say it.
I'm just gonna mute myself.
It could be a special room, you know, if we can get some plays out of them, stretch the field, that type of situation, could definitely be special. So we'll see what happens in the near future.
Yeah, but Anthony James, you did miss that we did mention about Avery how leaving. So
Yeah.
Good luck.
You guys want to address Zach's comments? No.
Do you want to actually bring up the actual video for it? Because I'm pretty sure I posted it in our Discord. But
Might as well.
All right, so let's talk about some of the shenanigans that he said in one of his pressers here. So let's see if I can find it. But he made some slight jabs at USC, and it's probably going to bite him in the butt and when it comes to actually playing. So, but let's go ahead and bring this up. Our fellow Zachariah Branch here.
Really interested you and why you decided to come to.
Yes, sir. A lot of things that impacted me to come to the University of Georgia. First and foremost, I would say the culture that Coach Kirby Smart, the coaching staff has established. I feel like it's a real brotherhood, and it's not just words. Some people just say, okay, you have to have the bond and the things like that to be a great team. But I really do truly believe that. They built that into this program. And they consistently done it year after year, and just to be surrounded by a lot of like-minded players as well. All trying to get toward the same goal is something that is really important to me as well. And once I got into that portal, it was pretty easy to make my decision from there.
Was it about Georgia that?
All right. get that off my screen. Oh yeah, so he kind of makes subtle jabs about culture and saying instead of just saying it, doing it or whatever, and that the moment that he hit the portal, it was an easy decision because of the culture that Kirby Smart and that they instill. Which, if you guys don't know the culture at Georgia, it's pretty much just driving fast and getting tickets, in my opinion. Kirby Paul Smart, that's his culture.
Well, I'll tell you the real reason why he's there is because David Hill, who's a coach on Georgia's staff, he's from the Las Vegas area. A guy that I played with back in junior college. He has a lot of pull in the Vegas area, so he's got. That's why Mike Jack is over there or was over there, and that's how he got the Branch kids over there. But as far as his comments, I don't think he gave it too much thought. I don't think he intentionally. But one thing I will say, Zachariah Branch can never say that he didn't have opportunities to shine here while he's here. To the point where it probably hurt us sometimes last season that that we were trying to force feed him the ball. So that he could never say. So I mean, at some point he has to realize, if he hasn't already, that everything was on him. So
do y'all really think he was taking subtle shots at us, or?
I didn't pick that up.
I didn't think it was shots really. He just said culture. I think he was trying to make himself sound or make it sound like he was joining there for a reason other than NIL.
I mean, I don't know, man. Listening to that, I don't know if he was really. Don't get me wrong, he could have been, but I don't know. From hearing Zach's interviews in the past, I think he was just trying to be professional and polite and talk up Georgia, maybe more than anything. But I don't know. I just don't see him as the type of kid that would, I don't know, take a shot like that at a program he just came from. I could be wrong, but just playing devil's advocate with that one.
He could have chose his words definitely different when it comes to saying culture.
That's fair. I can see how.
When you say culture, that means that you did not like the atmosphere that you were at.
I mean, maybe he didn't like the money he wasn't being offered, but that's besides the point.
I mean, I didn't see it at that beast, Blackie Chan. He just said he went there for the culture, so I don't think he necessarily means that he didn't like the culture here at USC. That's
so
the reason why he picked Georgia.
So he's saying,
listen. There's a lot of traffic out here in LA. You don't get to drive as fast, all right, as you can at Georgia. That's all it is, man. Zach just likes to drive fast like the rest of his team out there in Georgia. All right.
Does he like to market people?
I mean, I took it as a shot.
Does he like to market people?
Does he like to market
people? They like to bark.
I guess.
So, but yeah, I took it as a shot. That's just me. Other people may take it a different way. I just think the fact that he says culture, like when you say culture, that means that there's something wrong at the previous location. That because I feel like I don't know. I'm just saying shit now, but that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, I have to agree with BC. I mean, not even just saying culture. I mean, he kind of went into a little bit more, saying about, saying stuff about like, oh, we didn't take action or whatnot. So I think there was some subtle shots. It is what it is. Hope all the best. If also like what Jamie said, if he doesn't like the criticism, good luck in Georgia because those fans are ruthless. So hope all the best, man. Really do.
Yeah, I still I like Zion. I hope Zion can ball out over there, and if Zachariah Branch feels like he needed a different atmosphere, then that's fine. Whatever. We have the best wide receiver duo in the nation, in my opinion. So he probably could have just chose his words differently so he doesn't feel like it's taking shots, at least from some SC fans.
He talks some spring ball.
talk spring ball.
Well, don't
Let's
worry,
go.
boys. If I go to a Georgia game this year, I'll make sure to.
Oh wow.
What
Just
happened?
dips right in the middle of his statement.
Right.
All right,
Sorry,
so
long signal.
we'll go ahead and talk about some spring practice updates here. And so we've been hearing a lot about some players here, like Mr. Wayman. Sorry, I'm blanking on
Jordan.
Wayman Jordan, and he sounds like the real deal. What do you guys think?
Yeah, man. It almost sounds like the running back position is already locked up, man. So we've been hearing a lot of good things. Been hearing, that he's got it all. A lot like Travis Dyer or Willie Marks, guys who do it all. Great pass blocker.
Is that the junior college guy?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, at first he was thought of as more of a speed back in comparison to Brian Jackson, I guess. But it sounds like he's got some power to it. He got some thump to him as well, man. So,
Well, like he won the Heisman equivalent in junior college, didn't he?
It was basically like the National Player of the Year. Yeah, he crushed it. Yeah.
Yeah, he had 1,600 yards, which is an insane amount, and it sounds like they really heavily leaned on him when it came to their national championship. So either way, though, like I still feel like B-Jack is going to still have his spot on the team where he's going to really shine when it comes to situations, and it's still spring, so there's still a lot of practice for people to stand out, and
Yeah, for Wayman, we talked about in our position group. I kind of had him as the number one guy. Just looks the part, and it sounds like he's actually doing the part, whatever you want to say. Yeah, excited for that room. It's a very talented room, and I know we talked about we anticipate and expect to run more. So I don't think it's just gonna be Wayman. Sure, Wayman's gonna get most of the carries, but we got Eli, we got B-Jack, we got Peterson. So definitely think there's gonna be a good rotation for that. Some other stuff that we heard about: Jakeem Stewart. He's been playing inside, outside, D-Tac, DN. So I think that's great for him, and excited to see his growth in this defense and on this team. And lastly, I mean, it sounds like on Saturday, if I'm not mistaken, that there was some fights. So we had to break up some fights a couple times, and so I think that's a great thing. Showed intensity, and even Lincoln said he doesn't mind it. He actually likes it, and so yeah, I think it's a great thing to hear about.
I kind of wish we knew who it was. Like if it was Jakeem going against an offensive
I
lineman.
hope there's some big boys.
Yeah, that's probably the big boys. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if it's Jakeem.
Yeah, Jakeem has shown a lot. Like if you've seen some of his highlights on like 7-on-7, or not 7-on-7s, but some of the camps, like whenever he goes up against someone, he's talking mad stuff to them. So.
Oh yeah, he's gonna let you know about it, man.
Yeah.
And the crazy part is that he would still be considered he would barely be a senior, right?
He's 17 right now. He turns 18 in May, so that dude looks like a grown man.
And they got Anthony James with the dad joke here.
What do you say?
When he gets the rock, get out of his way, man.
Yeah. Also sounded like the young freshman Floyd Bucard. Sounds like he's been doing some stuff. Lincoln mentioned him. Obviously mentioned the other young guys like JJ Castro, Alex Graham. mentioned Aaron Dunn, Alex Payne. So he's definitely, seeing the talent from last year's class. So that's great to see, especially the kids that came in early enrolled. Also mentioned Eli Sanders. And we talked about Wayman Jordan, but he mentioned, Eli Sanders basically saying that when the guy has the football in his hands, I mean, explosive, can create plays. So I definitely think he's gonna be moving around. It could be maybe like a wide receiver sometimes. Definitely will be probably in special teams. Just got to get that football in his hands and just let him do his thing. So this offense has potential to be special with the weapons that we have.
Now, I'm gonna take it back a little bit, just because we brought up a few names there. But that's probably the reason why we're not pursuing Bailey at that price tag, because we have a lot of players in that D line. They might not be proven, but I think that those $2 million could potentially be invested at a different position of need, and it'll have a bigger impact in our team than just adding Bailey, because we have some dogs in that line.
Yeah,
and I think we'll be good on that position group.
Yeah, I'm not worried about not getting Bailey. I definitely trust the development that our coaches are going to be able to do, especially Henny and Nua. So if that's his price tag, bet on yourself, man. Go for it. Go to Texas Tech. Do whatever you need to do. Just don't go to Oregon. Just don't go to UCLA. That's all.
Yo, and I know Gus Cordova is still not in practice, but the guy looks huge, man.
Yeah, if you guys haven't, if you're not following him on Twitter or whatever, he posts updates like he was weighing like 260 or whatever.
268, I think it was.
270, yeah.
Yeah, 270, yeah. So dude's big, and he's definitely probably the most underrated one, and it's a stupid reason why he's underrated, because of a mistake. That's just a kid being a kid. So, but hey, we're gonna reap the rewards for that. So,
all right. So I'm gonna put you guys in the spot again.
Go for it.
Since you guys said that the running back position might already be decided, so who do you guys think will win that RB spot when it comes the RB1 spot?
Just said it.
Yeah,
that was just you. That was just you, Brandon. I know your answer, but
it wasn't
what
just
about
me.
you?
Right.
Like Ken and Guns and Ken.
Gun said it too.
Yeah, as well. Gun said it too.
I think when it's all said and done, who's taking the first snaps, I wouldn't be surprised if it's Wayman.
Yeah, that's right.
What about you, Ken? Yes, Ken's not there. I'm gonna go B-Jack still. I'm gonna go B-Jack.
Be there too. Like I said, it's 1A, 1B.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when it comes to
B-Jack will probably get the goal line.
Who's going to be the first one out there? B. Jones. The moment that we do a kickoff return or whatever,
our first play is going to be 2 running backs.
Or Makai ain't gonna run it back to the 1 or something, man.
Right. Maybe he'll put 3 out there. Maybe he'll do a wishbone or something like that.
Who knows, man? It's all situation. But if I had to take a guess, say we get down, return to the 20, first team out there, I might probably have to go with Wayman. But that's just based on everything that we heard so far.
Do you want to put a bet, Raul?
No, I'm not trying to bet. Why you trying to bet, man? I just had a simple
You're the one that
question.
always talks about betting over here. I don't bet at all. So
You're the one that always bets. What are you talking about?
I've never put money on anything.
You put money on the 40-yard dash, and then you bet it
I
against.
did put money on that.
You ended up betting against Guns on the California recruiting.
Yeah, but it wasn't money. I'm talking about money here.
Why?
We bet push-ups.
Push-ups? How much?
Yeah, we bet push-ups.
I don't know, but
we taking away.
so To your question, Raul, Jamie says Wayman 1, B-Jack 2. So,
man.
I'm talking HOV donations. And speaking of donations, really appreciate it, Kristen. Sounds like Jordan will start, which is not a bad idea, and B-Jack will be the second half bruiser to finish the defense off when they are tired. Yeah. Well, when we get into that red zone, expect a heavy dosage of B-Jack.
You know what, man? That is crazy. Imagine Wayman Jordan run down your throat for the first half. Right. Then here comes big bruising Brian Jackson to finish you up.
Yeah.
False.
I like it. Like they're going to be tired. The defense is not going to be able to handle it. So it's going to be great for our running backs. I think this will probably be the breakout season for Lincoln Riley at USC when it comes to the run game.
Yep.
I think this will be the most balanced Lincoln this year.
Oh, see, Joe Boyd asks is Eli Sanders going to play?
Yeah.
So where you guys put Eli in this conversation? Since Raul put us all on the spot like this, we might as well keep it going.
He's definitely going to be kind of a better Raleigh. I think we'll be able to get him out into space, maybe do some jet sweeps with him. I think we can definitely use him in that aspect of like end arounds, and he's definitely going to be a streaking running back. Like if we get him into open space, I think he's going to be gone. He's that fast. So.
Used as a weapon, basically.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be eye candy as well. Like they'll be seeing him doing the motions, and he'll actually be able to get separation. So, yeah, he was 1,000-yard. We have two running backs that have gone over the 1,000-yard rush threshold. One that did it in the JUCO area, but he was also the MVP of the junior college, and then Eli did it at New Mexico. And what are you laughing at, B. Jones? Oh my God! I'm not putting that up on the screen, B. Jones. We're not putting that on the screen, B. Jones.
No, man, go ahead, put it up, man.
No, I will put it down again.
Pause.
In advance,
Don't do it, B. Jones. See, Joe Boyd, they should have a 3-back rotation. See, I don't know about that. Like, we need consistency when it comes to it. So, if we figure that they're going to be heavily stacking the box, then we might have to use a running back that can roll out of the backfield. But if it's going to be the red zone, we definitely need to use B-Jack. B-Jack is going to we'll stack the line and then just put B-Jack back there, and he'll just take the ball into the end zone. But it's going to be hard. We need consistency.
Yeah, I mean, running back is a position where you got to find a rhythm.
Yes.
Yeah, you got rhythm. So you don't want to rotate too often and get guys out of their rhythm. I mean, it's cool to keep fresh backs in there. For just for longevity and everything, but I don't know. So I'm kind of back and forth on that one. Obviously, we have the talent to do that, and you got a lot of mouths to feed. But yeah, like I said, it's a rhythm position, so it gets kind of tricky.
And that was the issue last year because with what's his name? He transferred to Texas Tech.
Quincy Joyner.
Quentin Joyner. Quentin Joyner was killing Penn State, and then we took him out, and then we kind of started losing out on the run game again. So we should have kept Quentin Joyner in there and just kept feeding him the ball, but we digress from that. So we can't keep doing that kind of stuff.
No. Another question.
Anthony James says, so Amarian, his or hits a spring portal watch or is a spring portal watch. I would say so. It depends on how the end of the spring goes.
Listen, this has only been they just gotten past, so this is still early in spring so far. But like I said in our running back breakdown, man, I still feel the same way. He is very well as someone who could easily break out, and I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised at all. So, yeah, I mean, obviously we all have to keep our eye on that and see what we hear from. Or that'll be our ears, right? We hear with our ears. I'll keep our ears on that and see what we hear.
It does that we don't hear about him though.
Yeah. So if we continue to not hear about him, then we know.
Yeah.
But as of right now, I mean, go ahead. No, I mean, as of right now, man, I would just, we just got to be patient with them because we haven't heard much, so we don't really know what's going on. So
yeah, I wish the media would ask about some of these players that are not really being talked about instead of just going towards the obvious players. So, like, what have you seen from Omarion? Because he got to play some in the Texas Tech or A&M game. So it's just like they need to ask better questions instead of just the obvious ones.
Anything
a couple other. Oh, go ahead, bro.
I was just gonna say anything on the O-line, but go ahead and bring up your topic first.
I don't have anything for the O-line. I was actually going to mention the wide receiver group. Xavier Jordan was mentioned as well. Lincoln says he's off to a good start. Made some great plays for us early in the spring. He's got to keep growing, and he's got a great opportunity for him. Prince from Boise State, he's definitely, I would say, shining as well. Got some couple one-handed catches, and when I was watching his video, check him out at 247. He kind of really did remind me more of Tyler Vaughn's. I don't know why, but maybe the frame. I think he's probably a little bit bigger than probably Tyler, but I think it was just the face and whatnot. Just kind of really reminded me of Tyler. So, and always liked Tyler. So excited to see what he can do. I mean, if you could have, him, Lemon, Jacoby, and then sprinkle in Xavier. I mean, that's the top 4 options in your wide. That's pretty nice. You got some good size, speed, good catch radius. So excited to see what he can do.
Yeah.
So B Jones might be right with that one. But number 3 receiver, I think you picked him, right?
I think I picked. I thought I picked Preston. Or
I picked
Prince. Yeah, you picked Prince. Yeah, he picked
Prince.
DJ.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So far he's been proving me right, man. Obviously it's early. We're not in fall yet, but DJ's looking good out there, man, just like I expected him to.
Yeah. So other than that, what else do we have to really kind of talk about? I did find the
Did
video.
you guys bring up? Go ahead.
Oh, I found the video of what I think Anthony James was talking about with Kyron Hudson getting clamped a little bit.
It was Preston. It was Preston.
Preston. I found the video of him getting clamped, and he was
getting clammed by multiple DBs too, not just one. I saw like 3 videos. It was pretty crazy.
Damn. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't smile hard.
No disrespect. I'm just saying.
I have a lot of love for Hudson. I wish he would have stayed.
That was good.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing these videos that Guns is talking about it.
Hey, the men's basketball team won last night.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you guys
we did mention
paid
that.
attention at all, but
we
you guys
the curse
did?
is
Okay.
lifted. We play tomorrow against Nova, and if we win, we were guaranteed at least $50,000 for NIL, and whoever wins this tournament in Vegas will win $300K, if I'm not mistaken. So, we'll see, we'll see. Yeah, yeah.
This will be good for us.
Absolutely. And I know you mentioned O-line, Raul. I mean, the only thing I saw from O-line was Reed, the Syracuse transfer, the center. General Reed. Sounds like he's going to be a fan favorite. You know, the media loves him. There was a big crowd for him, and hearing good things so far with him. And so we'll see how the rest of the group just kind of gels and whatnot. But sounds like he's definitely leading the group so far, I'd say.
Yeah, he had that video against was that Jaw Jarrett? That was him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, and then so Jaw Jarrett's gonna be. A lot of people are giving him praise too. He's a big dude, and like he definitely looks the part. He's what a lot of people, or at least from what 247 says, that he's the first guy off the bus kind of player. He's definitely that intimidating.
Thought you were gonna go a different route with that. I was like, nah, don't do that.
What route?
Disregard at this point.
Oh no! Say it. Are you talking about something other?
No. I thought you were gonna say something negative. I was like, nah, let's not do that.
No. No, I'm excited for it, and yeah. Other than that,
but do you guys think we need like to pick up a no line from the spring quarter though?
Personally, I don't.
It depends. If there's a big time O-line coming out that has a lot of starting experience, that's from like, I don't know, that just is like a 3-year starter, then maybe. And if he was like an all-American or all-conference.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same thing with VC. I mean, I don't think we really need it. I do feel comfortable with the O-line, feel comfortable with the coach. But if there is somebody very, very experienced out there, like a sure thing, basically, I mean, we'll go and try and get it right.
Well, like Chad said, they're going to be aggressive in the transfer portal if there's the right guys in there. So if they see those right guys, I wouldn't be surprised. So yeah. Other than that, I think we should be all set. We're going to be getting out of here unless there's anything else you guys want to bring up. I did see that Joe Boyd says USC needs to add another linebacker in the portal. They don't have enough depth this year. Absolutely. I agree.
At least one.
We'll see if that one from Boise State stays in the portal or if he goes back to Boise State. But a lot of people are saying that he's a top 5 linebacker in the nation. So it would be great to get him. And he is a California native, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yes.
Former Bosco player.
Yeah, Bosco, yeah.
I don't know how he ended up in Boise State, but
we know.
There's those underrated kids, like those low 3 stars, get developed and whatnot. So
yeah.
But sorry, those are some of the players that we probably are getting
this year,
this cycle as well. Just we're not going to let those underrated kids go elsewhere. We're just going to develop them, and
absolutely
maybe they become an impact player during their junior year or whatnot.
Yeah. All right, I think we're going to call it a night. We'll be back this Sunday, and be on the lookout for when Guns plays on our Twitch channel, Light the Torch Podcast. Definitely go ahead and follow that. And yeah, we'll see you guys on Sunday. And until next time, keep the torch burning bright and fight on.
Fight on.
Fight on.